Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your angel messages for the week of January 4th, 2026. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any or all of them. If you don't know what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. And in that description box, you'll also find information on how you can become a time traveler. I do want you to keep in mind also that this angel reading this week is abbreviated in nature. And that's because I'm trying to allocate a lot of time to do the 2026 annual review for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended readings for members of the Time Traveler program. So that's been very time consuming for me to do. So abbreviated version, 2 days late. I apologize, but here we go. Okay. Hello, Aries. I hope that you're doing well, my friend. Happy New Year to you. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. You have angel number 830. Start small. How you begin matters. Your angelic guides affirm that the dreams you are working toward live in microcosm, seeds embedded in your daily activities. Today, do every little thing as you would if it were larger. Put some added detail into your daily work. Cook an extra fabulous dinner for yourself. Or expend a little additional effort into your workout. Reflect on how every choice you make in your daily life can move you toward your long-term goals. So something here that you want to work on, Aries, and this could be anything, changing your diet regimen, wanting to work out. Maybe some of you work from home and you want to be able to have more structured hours. Or maybe you have some big dream or goal for your future and you kind of have been putting it on the back burner, or maybe it's like too overwhelming for you. Whatever it is for you that you want to do, whether it's in the interim, for now, or some big, like I said, dream, wish, goal, plan, or that you have for the future, there is something here about just beginning, like just starting small. I don't feel like you have to do everything all at once. Just implement some small change here so you can achieve the desired result that you want. Tell me more about this here for the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they need to know about start small? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the King of Wands. That is you, whether you are masculine or feminine. Eight of Pentacles, get to work, and the start on your wish fulfillment. You literally cannot make this up. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. There's something here you've been wanting to do. Like I said, want to implement some long-term goal or dream, and you kind of have been sleeping on it a bit. A little bit of procrastination station here with the Seven of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles right behind it. So your message for this week is to tap into your cardinal fire energy and move forward. Start working, again, maybe an extra 15 minutes a day on something that you want to do, or rearranging your schedule, or just implementing something new here for yourself, like you've been wanting to lose weight. I don't know, make one small dietary change. Again, I don't feel like it has to be massive. I don't think you have to do it all at once. I just think one small change in your daily schedule will get you to that goal or wish or dream that you have for yourself. That is what I have for you, Aries. Like I said in the intro, a bit of an abbreviated reading for all 12 signs this week, and that's because I'm working on the 2026 forecast for subscribers, all 12 signs, as well as for members of the Time Traveler program. If you don't know what that is, please be sure to check out the description box. If those messages, though, resonated for you and you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, my bull gang. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year, my friend. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026 for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the angel message for Taurus this week? Taurus, 994, honor goals. Examine your current opportunities. It's time to redirect, to make decisions that honor your goals rather than your short-term gratification. The current opportunities presented to you need careful examination. Consider at this moment how your current daily activities feed into your long-term visions. Ask yourself now if they will help you or hold you back from your ultimate dream or your ultimate goal. Tell me more about this here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they need to know about honoring their goals? Angel number 994. What does Taurus need to know about this? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Taurus, this could be something like you have a long-term goal where you'd like to buy your own home. But there's something here that you need to be mindful on how you're spending your money, right? Or maybe you want to build up a lucrative or maybe even decent retirement account for yourself. How you spend your money today will affect that goal. So there's something here that you want, some dream or vision for yourself. And it's important that you, this is so unlike Taurus, but I feel like I've tapped into a group of you that although you have this long-term dream or goal, you're still doing things in the day-to-day that's a little bit contrary to the ultimate dream or goal you want. Like I said, maybe you're overspending, but your dream or goal is to buy a house, or there's something like that here at play. Tell me more about this here for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Sun. We have the Emperor. And we have the Two of Wands. There's your future planning. In fact, one of the tarot decks that I have under the Two of Wands, it actually does say future planning. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords to the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's something you're doing here. It's instant, right? Knight of Swords, it's instant gratification. It makes you feel good in the moment. But whatever this dream or goal here is for yourself, Ten of Cups or Ten of Pentacles, whatever you're doing that's giving you momentary or temporary happiness, or again, it could be like overeating, over shopping, overspending money, something like that. It's actually creating a weight, an energetic weight, or maybe even a financial weight to this dream or goal you have. So on one hand, you are the Emperor here in your life, whether you're masculine or feminine, and you're like, I'm future planning and this is what I'm going after. But then on the day-to-day, you're making decisions that are contrary to that, and actually will like delay your progress towards what it is here that you want. So there's something here about, if this message resonates for you, be more mindful of what you're doing on the day-to-day. And I almost want to say, like, have an honest conversation with yourself this week. And when it comes to what I'm doing today, is it benefiting or hurting my long-term goal or my long-term future plans? And that is what I have for you, Taurus. If you missed the intro, I had said that these readings are abbreviated this week. And that is because I'm working on the 2026 annual review for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended readings for the paid members, which if you're not sure what that is, there's information on that in the description box. But that is what I have for you right now, Taurus. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the angel message for the Gemini collective this week? All right, Gemini. 315, declutter life. Create mental space. Your state of mind is a direct reflection of your physical space. Your angels are signaling to you that work needs to be done here. The time is right to declutter your space as a way to also declutter your mind. Take an inventory of the room you're currently in. Is there one thing you can clean, store, donate, recycle, or throw out? That is so funny, because I was just talking to my person yesterday and I said, I really need to tackle the first floor of this house. Not only does it need like structural work and repairs. Most of you know I live in a old 1860 Victorian, and I bought the house, it was in shambles. I never quite finished the first floor, but it's just getting messy because I'm not down there. It's just like collecting dust and the floors need to be washed. And I was just saying to him, I need to declutter. Like, and the part of me almost wants to get a dumpster because there's like stuff in the basement I want to throw out. So if this message is resonating for you, I think this is a good week for us to tackle one project in our home. It could be a closet, an attic space, our bedroom. There's something like that here. And decluttering that, clearing that energy will also help to clear our mental space and our energetic space as well. Anything else Gemini needs to know about this? That is so funny because I said to him, I want to get all my readings done so I could take off Saturday and Sunday and clean my house. Because as it is now, I work 7 days a week with tarot. And I'm like, I just need a day or two off to really tackle the first floor. Okay, tell me more about this here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. And this doesn't just have to be your house. It could be like cleaning out your vehicle or something like that. You have the Magician. You have the Ten of Pentacles. And you have the Hangman. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Cups. I do think there's something here. If you've maybe felt a bit down, a bit sluggish, a bit stuck, maybe even a little bit unhappy. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's wintertime. You get kind of trapped in your house. So I would utilize this time to freshen up your space. And again, start small. You know, you don't have to tackle every room of your house, but start with the pantry, you know, throw out all the expired food, something like that. And then that'll help you gain momentum, because I think it is a block to your manifestation or some long-term goal that you have. And it's probably because you're energetically blocked, because you're blocked by the clutter actually in your space. So there is something here about decluttering that, because I think some of you are manifesting wealth or abundance, but there's an energetic block and it's linked to your space. So if you have been manifesting something or someone and it's not coming in, this would probably be a really good week for you to, like I said, just start with one small project. The momentum will build and you'll get to all the other areas that you need to tend to. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. That is your abbreviated angel message for the week ahead. If you missed the intro, they're abbreviated because I'm trying to create time to do the 2026 annual review readings for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended readings for members of the Time Traveler program. And if you don't know what that is, there's information in the description box. But that is what I have for you, Gemini. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel number for the week of January 4th, 2026. What is the angel message here for the Cancer collective, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements? What is the angel number here for Cancer? Your angel number, 828, victory. Be content with what you've done. Recall the sacrifices that you have made, the work you did, and the truth that you uncovered. Your angels applaud you and send you celebratory energy. Show them that you receive it by thanking yourself out loud right now for all that you have accomplished. Perhaps even dance and or sing along to your favorite happy song. Feel a divine flow through you. So you've done something. You've done something recently, and it could be small. But it's small to you, but in the scope of things, it's not. It's that I'm picturing dominoes right now. So I feel like you've started to knock down the dominoes, if you will. So yeah, something big is coming to you. You did something. Maybe for some of you, you know, a lot of your readings lately have shown that you've been really dealing with loss and grief. So maybe you decided to get up today and take a shower. And that's something you haven't done for the last 3 days. It's a victory. You pulled yourself out of darkness. You know, maybe you cooked a nice meal after getting takeout for the last 2 weeks. Again, it's a small victory. And maybe for others of you, you had a monumental victory. You know, maybe you got engaged. Maybe you got a bonus at work. Maybe you launched your own business now in the new year. Whatever it is for you, however great or small, I think it's important for you to go to your nearest mirror right now and say, congratulations, you did a great job. And then name whatever it is that you did. Again, however small, inconsequential, or even how large you think it is. I think you need to give yourself a little pat on the back there. What else does Cancer need to know about this? What else does Cancer need to know about this? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. We have Justice. Oh my God. We have Justice. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands. You did something small. to get yourself out of a place where you were stuck or trapped. You did something. Justice, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. You did something fun. You did something for you. Maybe you did research, you know, something that you're interested in. You balanced yourself out in that Justice card in some small way. You took action, inspired action of the Knight of Wands to do one small thing. Whatever it is for you, congratulate yourself. Eight of Swords, Page of Swords, Hangman, and Chariot. Look, all of this stuck energy, and then all of a sudden you started moving. And that's what I mean by the domino effect. This one small thing you did. So maybe I'm speaking to a Cancerian, you don't leave your house often. Now suddenly, I don't know, you go out to lunch with a friend and it's like, boom, starts the domino effect for you. You know, there's something like that here. Communication, information, again, maybe going online, starting to research. You did something, maybe something you've been procrastinating on, maybe something that you have been avoiding because you have felt trapped. And we saw that in a lot of your readings, feeling like a bit emotionally trapped because of what you've been going through. So if this is your reading and you did something small for yourself this week, you might think it's small, but the universe is sitting there applauding you and going like, congratulations, Cancer. You're pulling yourself out of a dark time with this one act of kindness for yourself. So definitely congratulate yourself this week. That is what I have for you, my dear. I apologize for the abbreviated message. I don't know if you saw the intro, but I'm working on 2026 annual review readings for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then also extended readings for members of the Time Travelers program. And if you don't know what that is, there's information in the description box for you. But as for your angel message this week, 828. Celebrate your victories, no matter how large or how small they are. That is what I have for you, my dear. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of for the week of January. Why was I going to do that? January 4th, 2026. My mind's already on Independence Day. Look, I live in the Northern Hemisphere. I just want summer. Anyway, let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is their angel message this week? July. Silly. 359, discipline. Oh, maybe some of you are July Leos. I just thought of that. Oh, if so, happy birthday 7 months in advance. Okay. Practice self-control. Angel number this week is 359, discipline. Your angels are asking you to demonstrate self-control. Your discipline will become stronger the more you use it. Take a step today to start a good habit or to stop a bad one, based on what you know to be difficult yet necessary for your continued growth. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Trade in that soda for a glass of water. Or make sure, did you hear how I said that? For a glass of water? Glass of water. Or make sure you carve out the time to get your meditation in today. Something here you need to be disciplined with. Maybe there's something you want to work on and I work on it a little here and I work on it a little there. Maybe for some of you, your sleep. Maybe you have irregular sleep and you need to be more disciplined. I'm going to bed every night at, 11 p.m. and I'm waking up at, 5 a.m. There's something here in your life. I feel like you're disciplined on it, but not all the time. So I think it's time for you to practice self-control. And look, this could be like trying to quit smoking. And you quit for 3 days and then you have a cigarette, Whatever it is for you, it's time for you to practice self-control when it comes to this. Okay, what is this all about here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. This is like I want to learn tarot, and then you only do it for 15 minutes this week. And it's like, well, you could have put more time into it, really. So just, if that's something that you want to do, just as an example, learn tarot. It's like, okay, every night for 15 minutes, each night I'll review one card. I'll study it and I'll learn it and I'll meditate on it. So whatever it is, I just think if you practice discipline, you will be more successful. Tell me more about this here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Page of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card, which is you, to the Four of Wands, to the Hangman. There's something here that's affecting your structure and stability. I haven't been clarifying any of the messages, but I have the need. I feel like you're off balance for some reason. I see that because in the Two of Cups, you know, we have masculine and feminine energy, and the masculine energy is higher than the female energy. So I feel like there's something that you want, or something you're moving towards, something you're working towards, possibly something you're learning, but your schedule or something is not regimented. It's off. One day you do it, one day you don't. One day, you know, there's something like that happening here. One day you hold yourself accountable, one day you don't. I don't want you to take this as an insult. Your approach to moving towards this or learning this is a little immature in nature. And there's something here about if you were to change it and become a little bit more regimented, you end up getting the structure, the stability, the success that you want. So again, this could be like, I want to eat better. And for 2 days, it's great. You really watch what you eat and you're staying healthy. And then on day 3, you're like, all right, I'm going through the whole bag of M&Ms. There's just something like that. And then, you know, day 4, you're back at eating healthy. There's something here about being more disciplined with whatever it is that you're trying to do or learn, or something here that you're moving towards, because I feel like the masculine feminine energy in you is not balanced at this time. So that is what I have for you. I guess no clarification there was needed. Thank you, Source, for the assist. I appreciate it. But that is what I have for you, Leo, at this time. If you missed the intro, the readings this week are abbreviated in nature for a purpose. And that's because I'm trying to allocate time to do the 2026 annual review readings for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended readings for members of the Time Travelers program. So it's it has been a bit time consuming for me, if I get my words out of my mouth, to do those readings. So that's why this week's reading is abbreviated. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about when I say time travelers, there's more information about that in the description box. But for now, my friends, your angel number is 359. This is a fantastic week for you to begin practicing some discipline in respect to something you want to do or move towards. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. What is the angel message here for the Virgo collective? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Okay. 600, unconditional love. Family is everything. Not everyone who loves you is perfect, but the unconditional love they give you is. Your angels want you to focus on the unconditional loving bonds that you have in your life. If family is something you don't have, they want you to create it. Who have you taken for granted that you can connect with today? Reach out to a family member or a cherished friend on the phone. Send them a card or pay them a visit. What a lovely message here for you, Virgo, because I know that you've been going through a very difficult time. And for some of you, you have been connecting the dots between current wounding that you're experiencing, and you're connecting it to something that happened in your childhood. And I think you're realizing now, many of you are, why you're having some of the repetitive, like, I don't want to call them karmic lessons, but karmic experiences that you've had. And I think you are most of you are tying it back to something that occurred in your childhood. So if you don't have family, or there's family you don't want to bother with, because again, they're connected to those dots that you're connecting, right, to your current experiences, then how about any friends? Do you have one friend that you can stay in touch with? If not, this would be a great week for you to put yourself out there to meet new people. I know for me, my family unit is incredibly small. I mean, like, less than what I can count on one hand. But I have been able to enrich my life with friends who have become like family. So that might be something this week. If you don't have a lot of people in your life, you may want to consider joining some type of community group, religious group, something like that in your area, to meet someone who's like-minded like you, has some shared values. That would be a great way for you to connect with people and expand your personally created family. Okay, anything else Virgo needs to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Because family isn't always blood. We have Judgment, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Empress. Bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups. Look at that. I think it's time for you to either connect with someone in your life. Again, it could be like a cousin that you always got along well with, right? You never had any issues, but the years just kind of created distance. If you have fond memories of that person, maybe only talk to them when there's, you know, holidays or weddings and funerals. This might be a connection that you want to nurture again, right? This would be making the judgment call to start re-nurturing or rebirthing a connection, like with a long-lost sibling or a long-lost cousin. There's definitely a partnership here in your life. And for those of you where you are single, Nine of Pentacles, you can make the choice, lovers, I love tarot, make the choice, lovers, to find new people in your life, new partnerships. And again, joining religious groups, community groups, anything like that would enable you to connect with people that have maybe the same values or morals or missions that you do. And I think it'll be a great way for you to start creating your own family. That is what I have for you, Virgo. In case you missed the intro, the readings this week are very abbreviated, and that's because I'm working on the 2026 annual reading for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended readings for members of the Time Travelers program. And if you don't know what that is, there's information about it in the description box. But for this week, my darling, 600, it's time for you to expand your network and allow some unconditional love into your life. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. I almost said July again. I did that for Leo, and now I almost did it for you. I don't know why. But let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is their angel message for the week ahead? Libra, 716, soul companions. Important connections are building. Your angels want you to make new, mutually supportive bonds. The people you meet are special to your journey. Welcome them into your heart space. Think of someone in your life that you've connected with recently. Send this person a message or reach out to them to talk face to face this week. See how you can build on your connection. Interesting, if you're a Libra, Virgo, cusper, meaning you're born within a few days of Virgo season ending and Libra season beginning, you may want to take a look at the Virgo reading because their angel number was 600, unconditional love, and it was talking about expanding their unconditional love network by meeting some new people. So for those of you where maybe you have met someone recently, this is a great week to continue building on that newly formed connection. For others of you, this is a call for you from Source to start connecting to like-minded individuals, growing your own personal soul tribe, if you will. Tell me more about this here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Sorry about the cough, Libra. I'm still getting over this cold, so I do apologize. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Tell me more about 716, soul companions. What do they need to know about their soul companions? One more shuffle here. Thank you. You can't believe it. Your first card was the Two of Cups, followed by the Fool. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you have King of Wands. Could be a fire sign. They don't have to be. We have Virgo here in the Hermit, and then the Four of Swords. Oh, is this you? This is you. So I think you've been in a timeout. I think you put yourself in a timeout when it comes to interacting with people you know, meeting some new people. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. There's something here. You've been going through a storm. I have the Six of Swords. What precedes that is the Five of Swords. So 555. Some of you have gone through some pretty significant changes here, maybe in the last 6 weeks, possibly even 6 months. So I think that you made the decision here to kind of go silent. Hermit to the Four of Swords. Like, I'm putting myself in like solitary confinement, right, when it comes to checking in with the rest of the world. But I think Source is telling you it's time for you to start building some new connections. Two of Cups to the Fool card to the Seven of Pentacles. It's time to get out there. Join some community groups, religious groups. I was just saying something similar to Virgo. Create your soul tribe or find your soul tribe. And a great way to do that, to meet like-minded people, like I said, is to join those community or religious groups. You'll be doing something nice for your community. You know, I don't know. Maybe you're volunteering with the fire department. You could be volunteering at a local museum, volunteering at a food shelter, you know, maybe even a lot of smaller governments these days in the United States, I know like in my town, they just can't afford people to serve on land use boards, planning boards. So maybe there's something like that, like get involved in local government and volunteer, see if there's a position open and apply for it. And you go to a meeting once or twice a month. But again, would be a way for you to meet some new like-minded people. And I definitely think that that's your message here this week. That is what I have for you, Libra. If you missed the intro, these are very, very abbreviated readings this week. And that's because I'm trying to create time to do the 2026. That's why my voice is going to do the 2026 annual review for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended readings for members of the Time Travelers program. And if you don't know what that is, there's more information about it in the description box. But for now, my dear, for this week, start working on either some new soul connection that you just made in the last week or two. Start building upon that. And for others of you, it's time to get out there into the world and meet some new people. Find your soul tribe. They're waiting for you. That is what I have for you, Libra. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, my moon babies. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of July. I did it again with the damn July. For the week of January 4th, 2026. I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm going to leave it in. Because I'm human. There's no CGI here. There's no chat GPT here. Okay. So for the week of January 4th, 2026, what is the angel number here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements? Angel message. Angel number 525, money. Wealth flows to those who already believe that they have it. Financial abundance wants to flow to you, but you must prepare your mindset for it. The key is feeling grateful for what you want as if you already have it. Think of one thing you want right now. Sit for a few moments. Keep it clean. Think of one thing you want right now. Sit for a few moments in quiet appreciation for its presence in your life as if you have already manifested it in your life. So what is this all about here? Obviously, we're talking about financial wealth, but that's not the only way that we can feel wealthy. So this could be not just being affluent in terms of your finances, but also maybe in respect to the connections in your life, whether they're professional, platonic, or romantic. It's something that would enrich your life. I'm looking at this more like Pentacle resources. Tell me more about this here for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Like, imagine it's yours. Imagine what life would be like if you had blank. Tell me more about this here for Scorpio. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Sun, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Don't you want it all? You have the Hermit, and you have the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. I think this is how your manifestation will start. It's almost like a little building block here for you. So there's something here that you want. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. But I feel like I never get this energy or meaning with the Hermit card. But it's like you're hoping and praying for this, but it's not coming in. And I think it's not coming in because you're hoping and praying for it, but that's kind of where you're leaving the manifestation. There's something here about you believing it's in your hand. Like in the Page of Pentacles card, he's looking at the pentacle. It's like, oh, I got the job. You know what I mean? Oh, I launched a business. There's something here about visualizing it, as adding visualization as a part of your manifestation. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and Temperance. Yeah, 8 of Wands. And then it's like what you want comes in very quickly. And that 8 of Wands card. So I think it's a little added building block here for the Scorpio collective. Something here that you want that will enrich your life in some way, whether that's emotional or financial. For some of you, it's both. I know you're hoping and praying for it. I see you putting in some shoulder into it, right? You're putting in some elbow grease to get it done. Bravo to you. You're co-creating with the universe. But there's a part of you that's like not believing that it's actually coming in. I think the universe wants you to believe it's coming in. And I think they want you to add visualization. If I can say that word after having 2 yoo-hoos, I don't know. But that's a lot of sugar in my little body. But visualizations, I know I fucked that up again. But they want you to start visualizing this as if it has already come to pass, meaning as if it's already in your life. So what an extra little 4th component there to manifestation. I actually never thought of visualizing it in that way, but I think you're getting a little heads up from the universe that something that you want is making its way to you. It's time for you to believe that it's actually here and start living like it's here. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. In case you missed the intro, these are super abbreviated this week, and that's because I'm trying to allocate some time to do the 2026 predictions for all 12 signs for the year of 2026 for subscribers, and then extended readings for members of the Time Travelers program. And if you don't know what that is, there's more information on it in the description box. But for now, my darling, you need to begin visualizing, there you go, the abundance that you actually want in your life. Your angel number for the week is 525. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th. I'm not going to trick me into saying July again. January 4th, 2026. What is the angel message here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements? Your angel message. 301, renew love. A relationship needs attention. Angels are signaling that an important relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. People can often hurt the ones they love the most, and you are being called to recognize that. Who in your life could use a little tender loving care? Think of one way you can show a person you love that they are still as special to you now as they were the day you first met them. I love this, and this could be for your professional connections, platonic connections, meaning with your friends or family members, and for others of you, very well, could be in respect to your love partner. So tell me more about this here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they need to know about renewing love in a particular relationship here in their life? You know, this is like calling the friend that you kind of, maybe you had an issue or a little bit of an argument, or time just seems to get away, right? That happens, especially with the holidays. So maybe it's time for you to reconnect with someone. For others of you, this person is actively in your life, but there's something like the friendship or maybe the romantic partnership has become a little stale. So maybe it's time to add something creative to it. Tell me more about this here. Get your mind out of the gutter, or not. So what else does Sagittarius need to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Devil. Well, you didn't just go in the gutter, you went into the sewer. The Chariot. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords to the Page of Swords to the World card. I actually like this for you. You know, the Devil card gets a bad rap in tarot. I always say it depends on when it comes out. What is it that I'm clarifying? What other cards are surrounding it? What are the intuitive hits that I'm getting? Realistically, this is the astrological placement of Saturn and Capricorn. Saturn is all about having great determination and grit when there's something that you want to do. If you've ever known a high vibing Capricorn, they set a goal, let's say to lose 20 pounds, and they'll exceed it, right? They go over that goalpost. They'll lose 25 pounds or 30 pounds. That is a high vibrational Capricorn. So there's something here. There is a relationship here in your life, and I think it's time for you to be very dedicated to, I don't know, bringing some humor back to it, bringing some fun or flirtiness back to it, reconnecting with a friend. There's a connection here in your life that needs a little Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles is the energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. I do not read body parts. Excuse me, Sag. I'm still getting over a cold. But the Queen of Pentacles is the energy of someone who nurtures connections. They nurture the people, pets, and plants around them. So yeah, I think you do have a connection here in your life. And I think there's been some distance here between you and this individual. It's time to reach out, send a text, send a phone call, maybe make a plan to travel or go somewhere together. Three of Cups. Yeah, definitely time here for you to bring a little harmony or fun back into a relationship. And yes, if this is romantic in nature, I don't want to get demonetized. Yo, this is how I pay my electricity bills, people. There is something here about getting a little creative and getting a little fun in the bedroom. I'm gonna keep it at that, but I do think that there is something here that you can do to add a little bit more of spice or excitement in that department, if that's something that you choose to do. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the week ahead. In case you missed the intro, the readings this week are extremely abbreviated, and that's because I'm trying to save my voice as well as my time to do the 2026 predictive readings for all 12 signs for the year 2026 for subscribers, and then also do extended readings for paid members of the Time Travelers program. And if you don't know what that is, there's more information about it in the description box. But for this week, my darling, your angel number is 301. Renew love within a relationship in your life here that needs a little bit more attention. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. What is the angel message here for the Capricorn Collective for January 4th, 2026? Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do we have for you, my dear? Angel number 500, ruminate. Is it worth the risk? Your angels acknowledge that you are losing your patience with a situation that isn't changing. They are guarding you against rash decisions made on a whim. You don't have to make a choice today. Give yourself time to ponder what you should do next. Reflect and perhaps journal on the feelings of dissatisfaction that you are currently feeling. What do they mean at a surface level? And how do they play into patterns of your past? This is interesting because the Capricorn Collective, at least here on my channel, has really been identifying and healing a communication wound that they've had. So there could be something here coming up in the week ahead where you're tempted to fall back into a bad habit. And a bad habit, for those of you that have been on that journey of growth, there could be something here that occurs this week. Someone says something to you or does something to you. It's a little sleight of hand and you don't say anything. And I think that was the mistake you made in the past for most of you watching. You don't say anything, you don't say anything, you push it down, you push it down, you push it down. And then it's like they leave the cap off the toothpaste bottle and you're like, you mother effer, right? But that's not it. It's, the 20,000 other things the person did beforehand that you didn't say anything about or you suppressed or oppressed within you. So something's going to happen this week, and I think you need to sit and ruminate about it. And then if you feel necessary, I would journal it out. How did this make me feel? If I were to confront this, how would I approach this? There's something here that's going to happen this week. And I think that you need to address it. But first, you need to pause, write about it, check with yourself. How does it make you feel? Because I think you're taking a risk here. If you say nothing, I think you're going to default into that bad habit that you had. And I say that with a lot of love in my heart for the Capricorn Collective. But many of you were people pleasers. And in order to keep the peace, you didn't say much. And I don't think that this is going to be worth you risking the growth that you've had in that department. So definitely journal it out first, see how you feel, give it an hour or two if you can, and then go back and address it. But I wouldn't bury it like you would have done in the past. We have the Emperor here, came flying out of the deck. Then you have the Queen of Cups, and you have the King of Cups, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. So this could be within a family dynamic. I have King to the Queen of Cups. So this could be with your partner. This could be with a business associate, within the construct of a friend group, a family group. Someone here is going to say something, and you might have the tendency to fall into the King or Queen of Cups energy. And King or Queen of Cups energy is emotionally balanced. So I'm trying to at least portray that I'm emotionally balanced, and I'm very stoic, meaning my face won't even show that what you just did or said hurt me. It's just, look at me, I'm all zen-like, and meanwhile, inside, you're like, I can't believe that mother effer just said that to me. So I think something here is going to happen this week. I really get a feeling it's going to be within house and home, or something that is structural or foundational in your life. Like, again, this could happen at work, at home, with a spouse, a partner, something like that. Fool. You're going to have a chance here to prove to yourself, I believe, how far did you come in that communication wound. Because I think if you bury it, it's going to lead to a future tower. So are you able to communicate it in a smooth way, not in a Five of Swords, Mother F way, not in a suppress, I'm going to pretend it doesn't happen until, you know, it starts to accumulate and ends up being a tower. I think this week you have a choice here to make. Oh, look at that, King of Swords, to address it with great clarity. No emotion, no cursing, sticking to the facts. You know, when you said A, B, or C, this is how it made me feel. What did you mean by that? I need clarity on that. So someone here is doing something here this week, and it's important for you to ruminate, you know, think about it, journal it out, and then if you feel like it still needs addressing, address it very clearly and very effectively. Communicate it, because I think if you push it down, it's going to be another tower moment in the future, and I don't think you need that. I also think you'll be disappointed with yourself, because I think you've been working a lot in the past 2 or 3 months to identify and heal that communication wound. Okay, so it looks like a little test coming up for you in the week ahead. And I apologize for the abbreviated readings this week. In case you missed the intro, I am working, and that's why my voice is going. I'm trying to create time and voice to do the 2026 predictive tarot readings for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended readings for the paid members, which if you're not a member and you just want to learn more about it, you can check out the description box of this video. But for this week, you have 500 here, which is interesting. 5 is about change, and then you have like full card energy, full card energy. So something here is going to test to see, did you really change? Did you really heal that communication wound? Can you really stand up for yourself in an effective way? And I think you'll be able to do that. I think it's a test you're passing, Capricorn. But that is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. What is the angel message here for the Aquarius collective? For Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Your angel message, my dear. 200. Good luck. You make your own fortune in life. This is like pass go and collect $200. Monopoly reference. If you have been working hard in life, sometimes it's necessary to expect good things to come out of that, not just more hard work. Your angels want to send you that lucky break, big opportunity, or moment of respite, but you have to believe it's coming. Visualize what you want so badly, even if it's frightening to admit that that is what you want. Sit and ponder what life will look like when you get it, because it's coming. Angel number 200 here for the Aquarius collective. I love it. Tell me more about this here for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. If you have Scorpio placements, you may want to take a look at their angel reading this week, because there was also something there about them when it came to their manifestation, adding this fourth component of visualizing it, like seeing it there. What would life feel like if blank happened, if I had blank? So not just hoping for it and praying for it and co-creating with the divine to make it happen and believe that it's coming in, but like visually see it coming in. That was that. It's like a new fourth dimension there to manifestation, and it's coming in really strong this week for 3 of the signs, and you're one of them. So yeah, let's see what this is all about here for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the 9 of Wands. So it's something you've been working on. And I don't know what this is. Current finance, love and romance, some dream, wish, goal. You're a bit wounded, but you haven't given up on it. Ace of Swords. Look at that beam of light coming out of the individual's head. Like, this is like seeing it in your mind's eye type of thing. Yeah, you got to visualize this manifestation. Oh my God. And then it comes in. Boom. So what is it here that you want, Aquarius? Because it comes in quite quickly. And I think you're hoping and praying for it. I think you have started to put the work in. I don't know, find a job, organize a linen closet, like whatever this is for you. But it's time for you to visually see, what will my life be like when I organize a linen closet, when I land that job? You know, there's something like that here, some goal that you have. You haven't given up on it. God bless you for that. But it's time for you to actually picture it in your life as if you woke up tomorrow and it's in your life. And then it comes in. You can't effing believe it. There's the Magician. Something that you're manifesting. Judgment and the 4 Swords. Don't sleep on this message. Don't sleep on this message. Make the judgment call that as of this moment, as long as you continue working on whatever this dream, goal, wish here is, I know you're hoping and praying for it. I know that you're putting your all into it because you're a bit tired and wounded here. There's something here about literally seeing it happen, whatever that is for you. And then it comes in. Like, what would happen? What would your life be like if you gave up a habit or you cured some ailment that you have? You know, there's something like, oh, you landed the job that you wanted, or the book you're writing gets published. You're hoping and praying, you're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort, you're believing in it, even if it doesn't come today. But there's a fourth component here, and that is literally visualizing it, what life would be like if you actually had it. And I think that's all it's going to take, is to add that fourth component, and son of a gun, that manifestation you want comes in. That is what I have for you, Aquarius. Whew, you're on fire lately, my dear. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. I apologize for the abbreviated message. In case you missed the intro of the reading, I explained that I'm trying to save time and voice to do the 2026 predictive reading for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended readings for paid memberships of the Time Travelers program. And if you don't know what the heck that is, there's information about it in the description box. But yes, I apologize for the abbreviated reading this week, but my Lord, what a great message for you. Good luck. Visualize it, see it, because it is coming in for you, my dear. That is what I have for you for the week of, I was almost going to say July, son of a gun, January 4th, 2026. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. How are you doing? Let's take a look now at your angel message for the week of January 4th, 2026. What is the angel message here for Pisces? Week of January 4th, 2026. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What a fantastic reading you had this week. I think it was also in the What You Don't See Coming, and then the Tarot card of the week reading. I mean, you're another one like Aquarius. Your readings have been on fire lately. 746, big decisions. Holy crap, can't make it up. The steps you must take have been revealed. This came out in your reading. I think I released it today. Yeah, I recorded. Yes, I released it today. The choice you need to make presently has already been decided in your heart. Your angels validate that you know what to do next. Looking within is the only work that is left. Right now, ask your angels to reveal the answer to that big question in your life as you sit quietly in meditation. Allow that answer to find you. I said it, you have some new chapter here, and there are some pretty big decisions you need to make about who you're ending up with, who you're partnering with, where are you living, what are you going to do for work. Like, the big decision is different for all of you, but it's pretty monumental. And it's time to figure out what it is that you want. And if you're not sure what you want, oh my God, High Priestess card. Time for you to meditate and tap into your intuition, because you have a connection to Source like everyone does. And I would utilize that and ask Source to bring you the answer that you need. Through signs, through synchronicities, through dreams, random thoughts while you're sitting at the red light or washing dishes. We call those downloads. So yeah, if you're sitting on a big decision, it's time for you to ask for a little help there from your friends. Tell me more about this here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Angel number 746. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 8 of Cups. I keep telling you, you're walking towards the 9th cup. You can't make it up. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? This cup in the sky, your wish, your dream, your goal. I don't know if you've ever looked at these cards that I use for you, but you have the 8 cups. You have this person who I always believe is kind of like the hermit, right? Doing some soul searching in search of what? Their 9th cup, which is just like a wish, dream, or goal, right? They're looking for a new Ace of Cups. The next card out is the Page of Cups, which holds the Ace of Cups, for crying out loud. And then you have the 2 of Pentacles. You've got to figure out, what is that Ace of Cups, my love? What does it look like? What do you want your future to look like? Queen of Swords, 4 of Swords, and 6 of Wands. There's something here about seeing it clearly and then deciding, that is what I want. That is what I want. I'm going to hold firm. I want to be victorious with blank. Relocation, marriage, whatever it is for you. Yeah, time to dream big so you can start taking the inspired action here to move towards it. So definitely sit in, and this is also giving me like yin yang, right? Kind of equal meditation. So I would definitely sit in meditation if you're not sure what this Ace of Cups is, or maybe you have identified it, but you're not quite sure how to go after it or how to make it a reality here for yourself. You can either ask for the clarity, what am I supposed to do with blank? Or I know what I want to do, but I need some guidance on how to get it. I think if you hold firm to that's what you want, in your in your meditation practices, then I think you get your answer. And I also think you get success with whatever this is. That is what I have for you, Pisces, for the week ahead. I apologize for the abbreviated reading. I don't know if you missed the intro or not, but I tried to explain that I'm working on the 2026 predictive readings for all 12 signs for subscribers, and then extended videos for the paid members. So, and if you don't know what that membership program is, there's information in the description box about the Time Traveler program. But for this week, my darling, time to tap into your intuition and into your connection with Source in regards to this big decision here that you need to make in your life. Angel number 746. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.